enthusiasm. Now listen, we know that a lot of our viewers are aiming to eat light at this time of year. So here to share his really important story and a recipe that helped him achieve his goal, we've got Chef Paul Lillakas with us. Give him some love. How are you, honey?
Good, thanks. How are you?
I'm good.
Good. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. And I'm so happy we're doing this because it's really nice to have the experts on the show be experts. But sometimes you get an expert on, like a chef, and you find out that you guys have your own lives and your own stories and your own challenges, including weight loss.
Yeah.
You went through your own very big weight loss journey. And we're going to talk a little bit about that now. So when did it start?
It was about 10 years ago. Pretty much 10 years ago right now.
Yeah.
And I went to see my doctor, and my doctor told me that I was clinically obese. And it was really kind of hard to hear.
It's tough.
And I wasn't happy, I wasn't dating, I wasn't socializing much, and I kind of knew right then that I had to make a big change.
Okay.
And I remembered hearing a quote by Beyonce. Somebody was asking her, like, is your body normally like this or naturally like this?
Yeah.
And she said, no, it's a lot of sacrifice. And that sort of struck a chord with me, and so it occurred to me, I'm going to have to make some sacrifices here if I want to achieve the new me.
See, Beyonce just changing lives across the globe, everybody. No, but seriously, isn't it nice to hear a celebrity say, this is not, like, you don't understand what I'm doing in my free time to be J-Lo.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like that.
She's not hanging out at a bar till 3 in the morning.
Nope.
Like, she's just not. They're doing everything right, and they're giving up a few things. And I think that this is a really good, sobering lesson for anyone who wants to go through a journey. And it's not about punishing yourself so much. How did you do the sacrifice thing?
So this kind of represents a year in my life. I implemented some big sacrifices, and this is what worked for me.
Okay.
But I also used strategies to sort of set me up for success.
Okay.
So
all right.
It started with the sugary drinks.
Yes.
And that includes beer and wine, unfortunately.
Totally. And, like, I guess, like, really super sweet coffees.
Sure. Sweet coffees, soda pops, juices. I kind of gave it up for a year.
Like, now, no alcohol at all? Sorry, I stuttered there.
Not no alcohol, but I gave up these alcohols here and any sugary drinks and juices. And my strategy was I learned to love sparkling water.
You did?
I got a home soda machine, and I started to really play with it. It's not just about drinking plain sparkling water. I started to flavor it with basil and herbs and lemon, other citrus, strawberries, and other berries. And if I wanted a cocktail, it was vodka soda, gin soda, you know, lots of soda-based cocktails. You could play with bitters. It doesn't mean you have to limit just to vodka soda or just to plain soda.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, and another big sacrifice for me, this kind of represents my dinner plate growing up.
Yeah, it's very white.
It was always, what's the starch? And where's the bread? And there would be some other protein on top. And so I pretty much gave that up as well. But again, my strategy was to use other side dishes, so low-carb sides. So everyone's talking about cauliflower rice, but it's so much more than that. You know, if you want cauliflower rice, a simple saute with some oil, salt, and pepper. You can put any saucy dishes, curries on that, but you can do the same thing with broccoli. You can make a cauliflower mash. Yeah. Okay,
so find things that are going to still give you that same sort of idea, but they're going to be good. They're going to be low calorie. They're going to be good for you.
More nutritious.
More nutritious, and you can kind of trick yourself into that.
Yeah. This is a hard one.
Chips.
Late night snacking. I'm a chip fiend.
Yes.
And I also pretty much gave that up for a year. This was because I was doing a major transformation.
Yes.
But it doesn't mean you can't snack at all.
Yeah.
So this was one that I use that a lot of people don't know about. It's just a simple artichoke.
Okay.
You knock the top off, you steam it for about 20 minutes, depending on the size.
Yeah.
And then it's got these beautiful petals. You can pull them off. You can dip them in grainy mustard, 0-calorie dip.
Okay, yeah, mustard's good.
It's not just about the snack, it's about the act of sitting. You're watching a movie, you can actually sit there and slowly enjoy it. Right. And the further into the artichoke you get, the more meat there is on each petal. You just sort of scrape it off.
Yeah.
And then that's a snack that you can enjoy for a good, like, 10, 15 minutes.
So there's a mindfulness thing happening there as well.
Yeah.
And I think that's important to sort of switch your brain into the quick chips or the soft foods that you can just disappear. It's more experiential. That's lovely.
Yeah.
Okay,
and then there's the one big thing. So one of the reasons why I was so overweight, I was in college, I was eating pizza every day.
Totally,
so
I hear you.
Everybody's got their thing.
Yeah.
It might be pizza, it might be burgers, it might be drinks, whatever it is, I gave it up.
Yeah.
I encourage people to give that big thing up for a year or for however long it takes you to feel that transformation. But the strategy, find clever ways to satisfy that craving.
Yes.
So in this case, my pizza craving led me to develop this recipe I call naked chicken parm.
Ooh, it's almost like is it like a pizza on a chicken?
It's like a chicken, you can call it a chicken pizza.
Oh, that's a good idea.
It's like a chicken parm with unbreaded chicken.
Okay.
So
before we actually make that chicken parm, I want you to tell our viewers when you have that day, because those days come around where you eat the whole bowl of chips, and then you're like, okay, whatever, I've already jumped, I might as well just eat the whole box of cookies, and then I'm gonna order 2 pizzas. How do you get back to the cauliflower rice? What do you do in your mind to jump back on track?
It just takes willpower. You know, you could look at old photos of yourself. That kind of worked for me.
Yeah.
I wouldn't post them on the wall, but I would go back quietly in my phone.
Yeah.
And I would look at them.
Works.
And I would say, I don't want to be like that anymore.
Yeah.
And so I would use that to sort of set goals and keep myself on track.
Okay, good. I always ask people this because this is when we all have the weak moments.
Well, sure.
And this is when people need those tips. Like, what can I use? What strategy can I use to just get back on track? Because you are going to fall off.
Yeah. And that's okay.
That's okay. That's life, right?
But if you do this for a solid year, like I did, I lost 70 pounds in that year.
70 pounds! That's a lot.
Yeah.
70 pounds in 12 months, that is a lot.
Yeah.
And that's probably not like the norm.
No, but I was.
But that's great.
I was really working at it.
Yeah, you were. Okay, now chicken pizza.
Okay, so.
Or naked Parmesan.
Naked chicken parm.
Naked
you can call it
chicken
call it
parm.
what you want. It starts with a chicken breast, and I have it in between some plastic wrap here, and we're gonna pound it out. And you don't need a meat mallet. You could use. I don't have a meat mallet. I use this ricer. You could use a can of beans. You could use a rolling pin, whatever you have. So we just pound it out to about a ½ inch thickness.
Okay.
Not too thin.
Okay.
And then we put it right here onto some onto a parchment-lined baking sheet, a little oil, salt and pepper, and then we just top it like a pizza.
Okay, so you're not even going to cook that off first?
No, it's all going to go in at once.
It's all going to go in at once, okay.
So if you want a sauce, a little bit of sauce there. I like a mixture of parm and mozzarella.
Yeah.
And so I'm just going to top it with a little bit. And you can leave it like this. This would be great for kids, but I like a little more something, something. So I have some marinated artichoke hearts here.
This is a grown-up pizza, guys.
Yeah, some pickled jalapenos if you like some heat.
Oh, yeah.
And some black olives.
Okay.
And that's pretty much all there is to it.
Yeah.
You throw this into a hot oven, like a pizza oven, 450, 475.
It's blazing.
20 minutes and it's done. Just till it's bubbling and browned on the top. And this is what you end up with. You can put a little bit of fresh herbs on top.
That's the chicken?
That's it.
I thought that was real pizza.
They look like personal pizzas.
Oh, that's very good. And you just get into that with a knife and fork and call it a night.
A little salad on the side and that's it.
Yeah. I think sometimes you also find that it's you know, it's the flavors that you want. It's not necessarily the bad food.
Exactly.
So, and that's what you're replicating there. Good stuff, Paul. Thank you for that. On that note, be sure to tune in this Wednesday when season 9 of the Cityline Weight Loss Challenge begins. It is always huge. It's one of the most important things we do on this show. I can't wait for you to meet our 4 challengers and find out how you can participate along with them from home and have, you know, a transformation a la Chef Paul. It's going to be the best year yet. Thanks for that.
Thank you.